Welcome back, Liverpool family. Today the Reds face a huge test against Newcastle as the new era under Iraola begins. Isak returns to St James's Park and Liverpool are ready for war. Stay with us until the end for all the latest updates. Like, subscribe and turn on notifications. Come on Reds, you'll never walk alone. Today, August 23rd, 2026, is a huge day for Liverpool Football Club. The Reds are preparing for their first Premier League match of the new campaign, and the challenge could hardly be more dramatic. Liverpool travel to St James's Park to face Newcastle United, but this is not just another league match. It is the beginning of a new era under head coach Andoni Iraola. The atmosphere around the Liverpool camp has been completely different this week. Iraola himself admitted that he could feel the difference around the team during training as the players prepared for their first competitive match of the season. The Reds have been working at the AXA training centre preparing for what promises to be an intense opening day battle in Newcastle. Liverpool's official channels have also published images from the squad's training preparations ahead of the Premier League opener, and now the real test has arrived. A new era begins. One of the biggest stories surrounding Liverpool is the arrival of Andoni Iraola. This is his first competitive Premier League match as Liverpool head coach, and there is enormous attention on the style of football he will bring to Anfield and to this squad. Iraola is expected to demand intensity, aggressive pressing, quick transitions and strong movement without the ball. That means the training sessions leading into this match have been extremely important. The players have needed to understand exactly what their new manager expects from them. There is no time for excuses. There is no time for slowly settling into the season. Liverpool are walking straight into one of the Premier League's most difficult stadiums. The defensive question. One of the biggest issues Liverpool have been dealing with is their defence. The club has made changes at the back and Iraola has important decisions to make before selecting his starting 11. Virgil van Dijk remains one of the most important leaders in the squad, but there are questions about who will partner him. Ronald Araujo and Jeremy Jacquet are among the names attracting attention as Liverpool look for the right defensive combination. This is exactly why the preparation has been so important. Liverpool cannot afford defensive mistakes at St James's Park. Newcastle will be looking to attack with energy, and the home crowd will be desperate to make life difficult for Iraola's team. Alexander Isak returns. But there is one story that could dominate everything. Alexander Isak. The Swedish striker returns to St James's Park as a Liverpool player. Isak knows Newcastle extremely well, but this time he will walk into the stadium wearing the Liverpool shirt. His return is one of the biggest talking points surrounding the match, and all eyes will be on him. Iraola has already spoken positively about Isak's quality and importance to the team. For Liverpool supporters, this is an exciting moment. For Newcastle supporters, it could be a very emotional one. And for Isak himself, it is a completely different experience. He is no longer Newcastle's striker, he is now expected to lead Liverpool's attack. Florian Wirtz and the attack. Another player Liverpool supporters will be watching closely is Florian Wirtz. The German midfielder is expected to play an important role in Iraola's attacking system. Liverpool need creativity. They need players who can find spaces between the lines, they need quick combinations around the opposition penalty area, and Wirtz could become one of the most important players for making that happen. The training work has therefore not only been about physical preparation, it has also been about understanding movements, positioning and combinations. The connection between Wirtz and the forwards could become one of the biggest stories of this new Liverpool era. The pressing game. If Iraola wants Liverpool to play with intensity, then the pressing game will be crucial. When Liverpool lose the ball, the players will need to react quickly. The midfield must close spaces, the forwards must pressure Newcastle's defenders, and the defensive line must remain organised behind them. That requires every player to understand his responsibility. This is one of the reasons why the preparation during the week has been so important. Liverpool are not simply preparing to play Newcastle, they are preparing to introduce a new footballing identity. Injuries make the selection difficult. There are also injury concerns around the squad. Several players have been reported as unavailable or doubtful ahead of the Newcastle match, creating selection problems for Iraola. That makes the final decisions even more important. The Liverpool manager must balance experience with freshness. He must decide which defenders are ready. He must decide how to structure the midfield. And he must choose the best attacking combination for a very difficult away game. The latest team news reports indicate that Liverpool have several absences, while the defensive selection remains one of the major questions before kickoff. This is more than a match. For Liverpool supporters, this game represents the beginning of something new. A new manager, new players, new tactical ideas, and a completely different challenge. The Premier League does not give you time to experiment. Liverpool have to perform immediately. Newcastle will have the home crowd behind them, Liverpool will have their travelling supporters behind them, and everyone will be watching to see what Andoni Iraola's Liverpool really looks like when the competitive season begins. Final word. So Liverpool fans, the preparation is complete. The hard work at the AXA training centre has been focused on getting the squad ready for the opening challenge. But let us be clear, I have not found reliable confirmation that Liverpool held a newly published training session today itself. What is confirmed is the club's recent training preparation ahead of today's Newcastle match. And now there is nowhere left to hide. The Premier League is back. The new Liverpool era is beginning. Alexander Isak is returning to Newcastle. Andoni Iraola is taking charge of his first competitive Liverpool match. The Reds are ready to fight. So Liverpool fans, get ready, get your shirts on, get behind the team, and let's see what this new Liverpool can do. Come on Reds, you'll never walk alone. Amakuru Yenjenzi na Kozeho verification, Liverpool Yetegue Newcastle Uyumunsi, Iraola Akaba Ari Gutangira, Umukino Vevambereva, Premier League Ari Umutozawa, Liverpool. Kandi Urubugarwa, Liverpool Ruemezako Habae Imitozo Yo, Kwitegura Uyumukino Kuri AXA Training Centre. Liverpool FC +1. The Reds have spent the build-up working at the AXA Training Centre preparing for a difficult opening Premier League fixture against Newcastle United. Liverpool have officially shared images from their training preparations ahead of the trip to St James's Park. But now the biggest question is simple. Are Liverpool ready? Andoni Iraola is about to discover the answer. Iraola's first big test for Iraola, this is not simply the beginning of another Premier League season. It is the beginning of his competitive Liverpool story. The Spanish coach has spent the summer implementing his ideas, working with his players and preparing them for the demands of his football. Now the training groundwork has to transfer onto the pitch. Iraola has already spoken about his excitement ahead of his first Premier League game as Liverpool head coach, and the opponent could hardly be more challenging. Newcastle, away from home at St James's Park. With the crowd ready to create an incredible atmosphere. The defence will be under pressure. One of the biggest talking points before the game is Liverpool's new-look defence. Virgil van Dijk remains the experienced leader, but there are new combinations around him. Ronald Araujo and Jeremy Jacquet are among the defenders competing for places, while Liverpool are also dealing with injuries that have reduced Iraola's options. Van Dijk has already acknowledged that a new defence needs time to develop understanding. Training can help, friendlies can help, but competitive matches are where the real chemistry is built. And today, Liverpool face exactly that test. Isak's emotional return. Then there is Alexander Isak. This could be one of the most emotional stories of the afternoon. Isak returns to Newcastle wearing Liverpool colours after leaving the club for Liverpool last summer. The striker knows St James's Park, he knows the supporters, he knows the atmosphere, but this time he will be standing on the opposite side. For Liverpool supporters, there will be enormous attention on the Swedish striker. Can he produce the kind of performance that makes everyone forget the difficult moments of his previous campaign? Can he punish his former club? And can he begin the new season with a statement? Those questions will only be answered on the pitch. Wirtz could be key. Another player Liverpool fans should watch closely is Florian Wirtz. The German midfielder has spoken positively about working with Iraola, and his creativity could become extremely important in the new Liverpool system. Liverpool will need someone capable of creating opportunities when Newcastle sit deep. They will need movement, quick passing, intelligent positioning, and players willing to attack spaces. Wirtz could become a central figure in that process. Injuries create questions. Liverpool are not entering this game with a completely healthy squad.